was from Jamaica. And and what I internalized is considerably different, I believe, than what the average American black man internalizes.
Okay.
Because, like, my father never thought that he was less than anyone else, or he was, inferior to. And it looks like to me you're kind of suggesting that same thing, that there's a sense of pride.
Absolutely.
And regality. I mean,
we come from kings and queens.
Exactly. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, and I get what you're saying there, but is that coming off? Is that coming? Or West Africans are they communicating? Are they failing in communicating that? I mean, is it a condescending type tone where some of that disparity comes into play, or is it just that our lack of
understanding?
Yes.
I really believe it's lack of understanding.
Okay.
And just in my short, limited time being in my position and kind of having a platform, I make it a point to bring together, in particular, men, African American men,
Okay.
and African men, so that they understand there's not really much difference in us,
Okay.
in them. And then when you do that, my situation is a little more unique. I'm actually married to a West African. When we have gatherings at our home, we have African American, we have Rainbow Coalition. And it's amazing the kinds of conversations that come up,
Okay.
and the understandings that begin to form just having those one-on-one type settings on personal
No, I was
level.
just simply saying that, so therefore, what difference did you see in just your typical American brothers, in the things that you saw in your husband that kind of like identified why we may have some of this combative type and lack of understanding, as you said, and what did you have to get used to, or what did you want to get used to in a different culture? Yeah, if that makes sense.
You are asking so many fabulous questions.
Thanks again.
I have always been intrigued by brothers who look like me who are not American born, for whatever reason, since I was young. I started traveling very young, 18, 19, in Europe, basically. Singer, I'm a jazz singer, that's what I was doing all over Europe. Met interesting Africans in. And what was so intriguing mostly about them, their unwavering confidence. And confidence in a man, for me, is over everything.
Yeah.
And chivalry.
Okay.
And culturally speaking, how close the family ties are with our African culture.
Okay. All right.
So those things really intrigued me. Who knew I was going to marry an African all those years ago? Who knew? But it's just how it worked out. But like I say, just going back to the misunderstandings of an African brother, it's going to be a beautiful day, and I hope that I'm still here to witness when African brothers and African American brothers can come together, sit down, reason together, and really start to do some big things.
Okay. Now, what about